They're not very authoritative and they don't know how to control the way that the sale goes. Oh my gosh, that scared me.
What did?
There was a big cat right there.
I know what it looks like.
Yep.
I've gone through this once before, and it turns out there wasn't any savings. It actually cost me more money.
Down solar is not hard, guys. Just helping people save money in a bill they're never going to cancel.
You should go solar, you should go Taylor. Subscribe.
Because I'm too good, bro. This is too easy. This is boring at this point, as everyone says yes 10 minutes later. All right, we're about to get underway. We are in Lucerne, California, AKA the Switzerland of America. I don't know why. I mean, they got a cool lake, they got some mountains, but we're gonna sell some sales we're not selling. We're gonna get on these doors and stop to the blitz. Let's go. So boys, how are you? Nice little cozy house you guys have here. I'm gonna introduce Jordan. Jordan, if you guys want to come up here, Nico's gonna be doing some filming. Who's the Minnesota boys here? Minnesota. Let's go. I heard you guys are some dogs. Well, I'm super excited to be here. So I hope you guys are ready to be on the YouTube episode. We're gonna be analyzing what you guys do in the field. You guys will be seeing what I do in the field and help you guys get better at sales.
We're excited to be here. We were with the other guys the past few days and the energy's been high, dude. So we're excited to be out here with you guys. Taylor's gonna grab some heat and we're gonna get out there and make it happen, make a movie like you said.
I'd probably say the biggest thing I notice that most people do compared to me is they're not very authoritative and they don't know how to control the way that the sale goes. You know, the most important technique in all of selling is control. One person is going to take the command position in every selling situation. When you lose the command position, you're going to lose the sale every single time. When I'm out there, I have all this slicks, things that I'm putting in their hands. I use a lot of reverse selling. I use a lot of takeaways. Kind of go through some of my tactics and techniques. Most salespeople, when they hear objections, they're trying to push people into doing things like, oh, why wouldn't you do this? This makes sense, that makes sense. And they're trying to push them. I'm pulling them, right?
I need to think about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I just keep moving. If they bring it up again, you know, maybe I'll acknowledge it with something like, you know, you obviously have a reason for saying that. Would you mind sharing it with me? You know, specific one-liners. You see, a salesperson is first off a person that can sell themselves to themselves. They have an absolute catching belief about themselves, their product, their service, their company. There's too many salespeople are out there self-doubting themselves. They're focusing on the things that they do wrong. They're focusing on the things that are outside of their control. I put my energy where I have influence. When I put my energy outside of where I have influence, I wear myself out. So from this point forward, I would challenge you to stop focusing on the things that you do wrong, start focusing on the things that you do right, because that's how you get really good at sales. How's your attitude?
Positive.
How's that make you feel?
Strong.
We are
Number one.
born to be.
Number one.
Shall remain.
Number one.
Let go.
Switzerland, California.
Hi, how are you?
How's it going, boss?
I'm Taylor. I was the one that put it all together for you.
I was just watching the news about Southern California burning down to the ground.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a small corner of a table where I can put my stuff down. I kind of show you how the program works. I put together the whole report.
I'm not really ready for you, but go ahead.
No problem. Do you want us to take off our shoes or it's okay?
Your shoes.
Yeah, they're not dirty. I always just like to ask. Is it okay if I pull a chair up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. And it's David, correct?
Right.
Oh my gosh, that scared me.
What did?
There was a big cat right there. I didn't know what it was at first.
It's a mountain lion.
I was scared. I thought for a second. I'm gonna show you how I can help your situation. If I cannot help your situation, then everything will just stay the same with PG&E.
And unfortunately, no, it doesn't stay the same with PG&E. That's the problem.
Well, you're right.
8 months it goes up.
Well, why did you pick PG&E? It's because we
I got no choice.
Exactly. You must be in your mid-60s, early 70s.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, been there.
I
Super
don't
nice
seem to
here.
have it in this month, so I'll go get another one.
Yep. If you can do a 0% escalator, I think it's better for him situation. He's a little older, give him a good deal, you know. I don't take any sort of commissions off this, so like the only thing I ask is to hook him up with a good deal. You guys manage the project, you know, I just help. I want to help them, you know what I mean? If I can't help them, I'm not doing it. That's the way I look at it.
The 93 to 174. That's a cheap one, by the way, 260.
It's $267 on the cheap one? So you see bills in the summer that are over $350?
Yeah, over 300.
I always like to thank people for the time that you're giving me. If I cannot take the money that you give to PG&E to fund the entire program and show you savings, control, and predictability, we are not allowed to do the process.
Let's go back up to square one. The money that I would be giving to PG&E, I would be giving to you.
A lower amount.
I know what it looks like.
Yep.
I've gone through this once before, and it turns out
Well,
There wasn't any savings, it actually cost me more money.
if it costs you more money, you kick us out of the house and you tell us to kick rocks.
To prove how you can't save me money.
Okay, and if that's the case, then we shake hands and we're friends.
Well, yeah, well,
But-
we shake hands. I don't even know you, but
I got you.
I'll call you an acquaintance.
Acquaintance. Rather than me telling you all the reasons you should do it, I'll tell you the reasons you should not do it. What I would propose is utilizing the roof as a power plant. You'd be able to produce your power on site. You're no longer at the mercy of the power company.
I know.
I'll challenge you to look for every reason this does not make sense. If you don't like and you're not excited about it, just stay with PG&E. If not, we would try to submit for eligibility to see if you were qualified for this program. But Dave,
What would be the qualifications of the police?
you're not a wanted burglar, you don't have any arrest warrants, you haven't went through a bankruptcy in the last 12 months. They're gonna verify that you're on the deed of the home and that we have to be able to save you money to be able to do this program.
Let me see. No, yes.
Okay, perfect. So this is it. You pay $240 average.
Yes.
The problem with that is PG&E is a monopoly. They're gonna continue to raise, you got
I know
it.
what I was paying back then.
Got it.
And that's my major complaint,
So,
is I was used to be paying 9 cents a kilowatt
Mm-hmm.
in 2005. Right now, okay, it went up to 21 cents.
we refer to as a model home. We would pay for the cost of the system. We would maintain it as well as the battery. We would warranty it. We're just selling you that power that system produces at a much more economical amount. The best part about this entire program is you get put into one of the most coveted programs. It's called a 0% escalator, meaning that normally every year the utility company raises their amount. We're gonna put you into a program where the number that Renee pulls up right now would be the same amount that you pay for power today as 5 years from now. Would you have any issue with us using you as a reference out here because you've lived here for so long if we cover all the upfront costs?
Yeah.
There would be 3 check marks we need to have. The first check mark is somebody would come out here and look at the main panel. We're gonna replace the main panel for you guys.
I now have a double roof up on top.
So let me explain to you. First step, we have somebody look at the roof. They make sure that the roof is eligible.
You got to understand, I know the difference between a guarantee and a warranty.
I understand.
A warranty is a sieve. A guarantee is a cup.
If you said, hey, we're re-shingling the roof 5-10 years from now, we would have to take the panels off, store them, and put them back on. You would be responsible for the labor.
It's not the roof. It's not the shingles. What the weight is of the panels. And I keep asking that. The most crucial part.
The weight of the panel is about 15 pounds each.
15 pounds per panel. You're getting 17 panels on the roof.
Here is what I have. I have insurance with USAA.
Thank you for your service.
Now-
So I just want to show you the brass tacks, Dave. See if it makes sense. So
Upon completion, the solar panels and the battery backup,
That's
do
the big-
you disconnect from PG&E?
no, we interconnect to their meter.
If I have to use anything more than what
Yes,
this thing produces, I gotta pay PG&E.
correct.
That's the catch. They produce 50% on a cloudy day. They produce 3% when the moon is full.
If you produce more power than you use on a really sunny month, it carries over to the next month where you have a credit, okay?
Well, that's just it. I don't want PG&E. And my problem is this, and we worked it out the last time.
This is
that,
this is what the PG&E statement would say, do not pay.
and that's my major thing, is that one, you help me out in one situation and you turn your back on another situation.
If you overproduce, whatever you're overproducing here gets stored in that battery and then used for nighttime
Yes,
use.
I understand that, because the solar doesn't produce at night.
And now with the battery, they have a new incentive called the Virtual Power Plant Program, where you can opt in 32 times a year. They actually, your statement would look like this, where it says no payment due,
Yeah.
and the negative balance is cash money back in your pocket.
Can I just be very blunt with you? I think sometimes people tend to make this a much bigger decision than it really is, and they end up paying PG&E forever. And all we do today is we'll confirm for eligibility. He's a paper guy, so you're gonna have to print out everything and come back after on a survey and give him everything.
Okay.
Renee's gonna confirm for the eligibility right now. Renee, you do your thing right here. And then if it says that we can do it, we'll schedule a date for them to come look at the main panel. But if I'm able to get this all approved, would there be any reason why you'd want to continue paying PG&E at that amount, knowing it continues to increase?
Well, if I can figure out a way of not paying PG&E, yes.
Is your landline 70?
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, that's me.
I think it's over here, yeah.
Yes, they are here. Do you want to get my birth date?
Oh yeah, that's when yesterday born in 19. What's your social?
My social, which one?
Your best one.
Oh, look at that. What's that?
You're approved. All right, so I'm here with Dave, and Dave, I have my famous question. If I snap my fingers and you had the solar installed on the roof, you had the main panel upgraded, you had the battery, everything was all set up, you had that fixed monthly amount of the $220, you heard the doorbell ring and it was PG&E and they tried to convince you to rip out the main panel, what would you tell them?
I'd say pinch me, I'm asleep.
You wouldn't do it.
You want to do poker dollars?
You want? I'm a gambler. If you want to flip, we'll flip a coin for 100. How do you do it? I don't know what poker dollars is.
Well, poker dollars, how many numbers? You don't have a dollar.
I don't have a dollar. You pull a card and I pull a card. If I have a higher card than you,
Yeah,
you don't owe me anything. You pull a higher card than me, I give you $100.
sort of like a win-win situation.
Okay, I'll take this one. All right, you pick a card. One card is $100, Dave. Let's go, dude.
I'm getting a 4.
All right, on 3 we flip. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Chance.
1 out of 52 chances. That's all.
Hey, if you're not having fun with your job, it's not worth it. See you, brother. What we would propose is utilizing your roof as a power plant to produce your power on site. You're no longer at the mercy of the power company. I don't know if there's like a small corner of a table I can sit or even put the back of the truck down. I can show you the design. And you own the home here, correct?
I own it outright.
Perfect.
Before we get into this, what does it cost me?
If I'm able to utilize you as a reference or what we refer to as a model home, the idea is we would redirect, divert, or shift the money you already give to the utility company.
You guys aren't going to come back to me and say, oh, you owe me this much money for solar panels.
No, because we're not trying to sell you the solar system. We're trying to sell you the power that the system produces. The reasons you would never go solar is if there was a loan or you had to go into debt.
All the stuff, and then you get hit with these hidden costs.
But if I can't help you, then I walk away every single time. If you like it, awesome. If you don't like it, then, you know, there's no pressure here. I'm just going to show you the math and see if you like it. Have you lived here for over 5 years, sir?
I've been here 23 years.
And the biggest question is the roof, the move, the cost of service, the savings, the ownership. As far as the roof, it keeps the house cooler in the summertime. If you guys were to move, it transfers over the same way PG&E would. How much does it cost? You're already paying for it. We would redirect. We'll take the money, bring the PG&E to fund the project. Who maintains it? We're on the hook for 25 years to maintain, warranty the system. And then as far as savings, I think that's like the cherry on top. If I was to ask you, sir, what do you think the average monthly amount that you've paid for power over the last 12 months is, roughly?
Probably the average is around 300.
That's monthly or is that quarterly?
Monthly.
3, how much?
Over 300 a month.
Wow, that's crazy. My chart only goes up to 250. If you don't do anything, you keep paying 300 bucks a month. It's like giving them almost $4,000 a year. This is your house. You can see where they put the panels, primarily in the back side of the home, just where you get most of the sun. As long as you're okay with us using you as a reference, obviously not bragging to the neighbors, your new monthly amount for all of your power, because the system's going to produce over 9,000 kilowatt hours, would be $227.31.
You got it.
Correct, and then this all goes away. We're on the hook to maintain and warranty the system for 25 years. Let's see if he is eligible. And what's the best phone number?
707.
All right, Kenneth, what's your email address? Kenneth, what was your date of birth? And what was your social? Well, good news is your home did get approved for this. You should have got an email. You want to double check and
Everything that I showed you here will be the same way that it comes in on there. So this is the first step for eligibility. Once we're able to get this all approved, then they're gonna come look at the roof. Here's the question I always ask everybody. I snapped my fingers. We looked at the back side of the roof. You had all the solar panels installed. You had the battery on the home. You knew you paid the $227.31. Would you ever consider ripping this all off to go back to that situation?
If it's what you're telling me it is, obviously the answer is no.
Everything that I told you is exactly how it is. There is no more, there is no less. Currently doing the welcome call, tell them everything. It's a good deal, good opportunity. Selling solar is not hard, guys. Just helping people save money in a bill they're never going to cancel. And Ken, there's one more part of the agreement I forgot to tell you. We take a picture with all the families we help. So me and Kaden got to take a picture with you. That's cool. Well, I won't post it anywhere. It's just for us. We have a contest for our office. We can take the best picture. Thing expired in 2014 and he's like it says 2014. He cracks one. I'm like, bro, you sure you don't want one of these Dr. Peppers? No, bro, this thing fucking expired in 2014, bro.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás, Jairo? Bien, bien.
I'll show him the system where the panels would go, what his bill would have been last month. I'd like to use him as a reference, or what we refer to as a model home, which gives him a little bit of a better deal. Which means we would completely eliminate all the upfront costs. He does not pay anything out of pocket. Is he okay with me keeping the sign for 6 months, like right here in front of the gate? And he's willing to actually start the application process right now. I'll send a truck out here next week, and we would be able to get him a fixed monthly amount of $158. for all the 20 panels that he needs on the system.
Are you gonna use those panels included with everything?
We're gonna interconnect to the existing system. This also includes the battery for him too. So we're gonna apply to see if he can get it approved. If we are getting it approved, $158.82 is all he's responsible for. Or is he on the deed of the home, or is it the wife that's on the deed?
I am the deed, but I don't have Social Security.
We're sending the trucks out here, and he's gonna okay all the documents, and then we're gonna install the solar system in about a month from now, and he's paying $158.42. Text him right now, and when he gets to the wife, have him text you over the last four of his social, and then we can just come back tomorrow and finalize everything.
Porque nomás ocupamos los cuatro números de...
Gracias, señor. Gracias. You gotta subscribe to the YouTube channel.
I have.
Let's go. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. God bless.
God bless you guys.
Yeah.
God bless.
Have a great. Wait, what YouTube channel are you?
Taylor McCarthy.
You're gonna go.
If you're gonna go solar, you should go Taylor.
Subscribe.
Everybody have a great day, and God bless all you.
Hi, how are you? I'm Taylor. Yeah, I have the report. You have like 5 minutes. I don't know if there's like a small corner of the table or if I can put my stuff right there. I can even go to the back of the truck, whatever really works for you. Nice to meet you, Gary.
Oh yeah.
Got me with the homemade.
This is pro life.
I always like to show people this. The reasons you wouldn't go into solar is to go into debt, take out a big loan. I'm not proposing that. I'm proposing you guys just paying less on your bill. We maintain the system, we warranty the system. How many kilowatts hours was he using last year? 8957 is what you used last year. 114% of your power, so you're getting a little bit of excess to live with resort-like temperatures or get a credit balance. This is going to produce 10,250 kWh. This is where the panels would actually all be placed, right in that section. The whole goal is to give you a lower amount. Your new monthly amount would be $200.73. 25 years, we warranty and maintain everything.
No, I mean, run them calculator for 25 years, see what I'll be paying at the end.
Multiplied by 1.035. 20th year, your amount will be $385. The 25th year, the most you'd pay for your power is $458.
And what happens if I sell the house and somebody else wants it removed?
Yep. So if you move, it transfers over to the new homeowner. In this situation, imagine if you had the panels and I was like you had a $200 fixed amount. I was like, let's rip off the solar, let's rip off the battery, and go back to $340. It'd be really hard for me to convince somebody to do that. So, like,
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I apply for eligibility. Apply now. If it shows that you are eligible, the second step of eligibility is then checking the roof. The third step is the interconnection. The fourth step is the permitting. As long as you aren't a wanted burglar, you don't have any arrest warrants, and you haven't went through bankruptcy in the last 12 months. Okay? Everything will be the same on that form as it is here. There's no more, there's no less.
What was your phone number?
707.
What was your email?
I'll be right back.
Some quality shit right there, Gary.
What was your date of birth?
Annual income in the home.
Doug?
Oh yeah, my credit's.
All right, so Gary, I have to ask you this question. I asked all the homeowners I've helped. All right, I'm here with Gary, and I have one question for you. If I snap my fingers and the solar was all set up on the roof, you had that fixed monthly amount, you heard the doorbell ring, and it was the utility company, and they tried to convince you to rip the panels off and go back to them at the higher rate, what would you say?
No.
What if they were like, please, Gary, come back to us?
Say no.
You wouldn't do it. Quick update on the day. Gary's approving the docs right now. And we've been out here for about 3 hours. We got 3 transactions. We never met any of these people. We're making plays in 2025. And guess what? This isn't hard. Sales are easy, baby. Cool guy. I appreciate it. And yeah, we appreciate you. I love helping people like you, seriously. I'm Taylor. I was the one that kind of put it all together. I don't know if there's like a small corner of a table where I can kind of put my stuff down. I'll kind of show you how it all looks. I have panels on the roof, but you're still getting billed from PG&E.
Oh yeah.
What I would propose is adding panels to the existing system with a battery. If I can't take the money that you give to the utility company and lower it and have that fund to this whole project, we don't even do it. I'm not proposing selling you the panels. I'm proposing that we pay for them, we maintain them, we warranty them, we insure them. Just whatever power those system produces, you're able to get at a more economical amount.
If you want to leave information for me, because I'd have to talk to my boyfriend about anything.
What's the bill that the true up come to?
It's averaging about $2,000 or more.
Some people tend to make it a bigger decision than it is. I'm not trying to sell you panels.
I would keep the ones I have.
You keep the ones you have. Everything with your existing system stays the same. See if I can add to the existing system, add the battery. I'm pretty good at what I do. You know, all I got to do is show you the math, and then
Right.
I say, if you like it, awesome. If you don't like it, stay with PG&E. Were you able to show like the actual utility bill that you have?
No.
Okay, do you have one laying around?
I could probably just pull it up on my phone or something.
Perfect. Is it cool if I pull up a chair?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna do this as quick as possible. 0% escalator, I think, is one of the most coveted programs, because if you are eligible for that, whatever number I show you today is going to be the exact number 10 years from now, 15 years from now. It's like locking in gas prices 20 years ago. I appreciate your time you're giving me. I always tell people it's very exploratory. I challenge you to look for every reason it doesn't make sense. If you find that, don't do it. If you like the idea, you go to the back of the line, we schedule a date for them to look at the roof, we get the approval from the interconnection, we pay for your permitting, we install it, we inspect it, and then it gets turned on. It's about a 60-day process. This is the situation you're in today based on what you told me, a $200, $2,400 true up, 100% of that is PG&E. If I can keep the sign, it's like a small little sign right in the front planter for 6 months, you pay $0 out of pocket, you produce your power on site, you eliminate the fees, it's better for the environment. We warranty that system as well as the production and the rate for 25 years. Tax credit is applied into the system.
What if you go out of business?
Great question. If Freedom Forever goes out of business, most solar companies are going to go out of business at that point, because we're the largest privately held solar company. It's Melinda.
Yeah.
Phone number?
707.
What is your email address?
At yahoo.com.
After showing you all this, do you think there's any reason why he'd want to continue paying PG&E? If everything that I'm telling you is exactly the way that it is. Yeah, it's everything I'm telling you is that's it.
What was your last name?
EA7. Where are my social?
Do you think there's any reason why he would want to continue paying PG&E that true up?
No, no one wants to pay.
So there's one more part of the agreement. I take a picture with all the families that I help. So we have to take a picture together. Take some funny ones with the families I've helped today. I have to have fun. It's the best job because we compete against PG&E, and people hate PG&E. All right, we appreciate your time. Just because I'm too good, bro. This is too easy. This is boring at this point, as everyone says yes 10 minutes later. Quick update. It's about 8 o'clock at night right now. It's absolutely brick out here. We've been in 4 houses. We've closed 4 deals, and we're going into our 5th. 5 to stay alive. Can we do it? Hi, sir. How are you? I was like, damn, there he is right there. Is it cool if I take a seat? Cool, man. What I'm showing you is just pretty much the aerial imagery. You guys obviously already have solar in the house. So what I would propose is utilizing this portion of the roof as a power plant, adding panels to the system, adding a battery to the system to optimize the existing system, tie them all in, completely get rid of that true up bill with the utility company. Is it you that kind of handles the PG&E account? Do you know roughly how much it comes to?
It's like 12 to 1500 bucks for a truck.
If you're okay with us using you as a reference, keeping a small little sign in the front for advertising, we end up giving you what's called a true 0% escalator. It's getting installed next week. I'm just kidding. What we would propose is adding a battery to the existing solar system and completely offsetting the true up that you pay to PG&E every year. We broke it down to a $1,500 true up. What I had set up for you guys is to use you as a reference, or what we refer to as a model home. This area is where we would add panels. It would be 114%. Now, question for you. Do you think over the course of the last 12 months compared to the next 12 months and going into the future, you're going to use the same amount of power? You're going to use more? You're going to use less?
No, let's do the same.
Pretty much the same. No electric cars, no hot tubs, nothing like that?
No.
Okay, perfect. This is it. There's no more, there's no less. You guys would have a 0% escalator. I'm producing more power than what you're currently using, and your fixed monthly amount would be $110.25, including the battery. At the end of the 5th year, you could purchase the system. The only way that this side doesn't make sense compared to that side is if you were to bet that the utility company would lower your rate over time. What email address is best for you guys? The only way they could do it is having another co-signer on. One of you isn't above a 650. If you did think of somebody, you know, in the future, like, I'd just hang on to this. Meet you. All right, and that's it. You know, 5 to stay alive, but they failed credit. Should we keep going? Let's figure it out. It's 10:45 at night, and we made some plays. We're here at your local Taco Bell in the middle of nowhere, California. We never met any of these people. Did we make some plays, boys?
Made some plays.
How many plays did we make today?
Dude, 4 plays on us.
How many total?
9.
9 plays today. You can make plays, you can make excuses. It's late, but guess what? We had some fun. Did you guys have some fun out there in the field?
Yes, sir.
A lot of these guys were knocking with Jordan. How'd the day go today?
Crushed it. Got out there, made some sets, made it happen.
Let's go. 2025. Some of you guys think this is challenging. but training eliminates trying. See you guys on the scoreboard.
I be living life just like a rock star. Don't you know that I'm a mother effing rock star? Yeah, I be in them streets feeling like a mob star. But you know I'm fresh to death, I'm eating shrimp and lobster. Yeah, I sell any